The Torrent This Top 10 is proudly brought to you by Pop Culture, Australia's leading online retailer for all your pop culture merchandise. With thousands of products available at your fingertips, including action figures, collectibles, pop vinyl, bobbleheads, statues, props, cards, graphic novels and books, DVD and Blu-ray, and much, much more, popculture.com.au is your one-stop shop for everything you need. popculture.com.au, proud supporters of the Torrent This network. You start.
Me start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I always forget the start. Start's always the hardest.
Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10. Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10, the show where Michael and I choose a topic, decide our own top 5, and then combine them to make the Torrent This Top 10 list. Our topic today, best game shows of all time. Now before we get into things, we must first predict what each other's top 5 will be, so let's start with Michael.
Hello there. I'm Michael, and I'm here to take you through Brendan Dando's top 5 game shows. Number 5 through 2. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Eddie Murphy. Eddie Maguire is my favourite person on the planet, so therefore I assume it's also Brendan's favourite person on the planet. Wheel of Fortune. I remember watching Wheel of Fortune when I was a kid, and you'd be going, "Why are you so stupid? The word is this." And I assume he was the same. Deal or No Deal? I feel Deal or No Deal is just one of those games that doesn't require anything. It's just dumb luck. And sometimes you just want to be able to sit down and watch a show that doesn't require any thinking whatsoever. Family Feud. Family Feud is a show that we all wish we could have been on. And finally, one from our childhood, Amazing. Because Amazing is a game show about playing Nintendo and running through mazes. It sounds pretty amazing. Let's go see what he thought I'd have.
Okay, so Michael's 2 through 5 in no particular order. I think he's going to have The Price is Right. Michael loves Bob Barker. I'm not sure whether he likes Drew Carey. Drew Carey is a new host, but nonetheless, Bob Barker, he was the host of Price is Right for so many years. I'm pretty sure I've heard Michael say he loves Price is Right, so Price is Right will be in Michael's top 5. I also think he's going to have Family Feud. Similar thing, he loves the host of Family Feud. I'm not sure the guy's name. He's the black dude, and whenever someone says something a bit controversial, he just sort of looks at the camera like this. And I think everyone's seen those clips on Facebook. So Family Feud will be in Michael's top 5. The Amazing Race, not really a game show, but if you look it up on Google, it's still considered a game show, even though they're traveling all around the world and it's not filmed in a studio. Plus, Michael and I, we applied for the Amazing Race Australia early last year, I think it was. We got through to the second round, didn't get any further. But still, Michael, I think holds a little bit of a piece of his heart, The Amazing Race. So The Amazing Race will be in his 2 through to 5. Now, when it came down to the top 2, I think I've nailed his top 2, but I'm not sure which one will be his number 1. So I've gone with my gut. So I think his number 2 is going to be Jeopardy. Michael loves Jeopardy. He used to have his own little Jeopardy segment back when we did the Michael and Dando show back on the radio. We won't mention which station that was. So I think Michael's number 2 will be Jeopardy. And coming in at number 1, it's a game show that was hosted by Hulk Hogan. So how could Michael not have this as his number 1? It's Gladiators. So I think Gladiators will be Michael's number 1 game show of all time. Let's see how it'll go.
Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10. I'm Michael. You gonna say your name?
And I am Dando. And this topic today is the best game shows of all time. I was actually really excited.
Yeah.
When I came up with this, I thought, man, I hope Michael likes this list because I'm super excited for it. And you were like, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I was like, and it was coming off the back of a horrible list idea and that you sent me. I was like, no, we can't do this.
Yeah, what was that?
It was like 90s cartoons, and I'm like, we've already done cartoon characters. They're so similar. And all of them were from the 90s.
No, they weren't.
I'm a good lion.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I had Wile E. Coyote, so he was from whatever that
Every genre, every era.
But, yeah, I know. But the game shows are certainly much better.
Certainly better. I didn't even have to think about this. The only thing I had to think about is what order are they going in?
I think I'm pretty confident I've got your number 1. I feel like your number 1's either one of 2 things, and it's similar to that. Was it Action Stars, where it was either Tom Cruise or something else?
Yeah.
Can't remember, and I picked the wrong one.
So you've got it down to a 50-50.
I feel like I have.
I feel like I have your number 1. I'm confident about
I think you've got my number one. When I was putting my list together, I thought, why do I always pick a list when my number ones are so fucking obvious?
My number one's the one that I somehow managed to mention in every list.
So, thanks to our official sponsors, Pop Culture. We love you very dearly. And thanks to all our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/torrenttthis. If you haven't liked us already, like it. Because what do we do every Monday, Michael?
Every Monday, we put a status up about what list we're going to do. And that's where you guys get involved and you tell us what your number one would be if you were in our position. Then they all go into the bucket, we draw one out, and that person wins a voucher.
Exactly. So this week we put, what is your best game show? We had shitloads of people comment.
Yep.
All the names are now in the draw. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see, but you can hear them. So at some point during this episode, Michael will draw out the winner and they will win a $30 Pop Culture gift card. So facebook.com/torrenttthis, like it if you haven't already, and also subscribe to the channel as well.
Yes.
Let's get into the Torrent This top 10 game shows of all time. Number 5, Michael.
I'm always first, you go first.
Okay, my number 5, I asked you before we started, can we have dating shows?
Yes.
And we agreed we could.
Yes.
Certain types of that, not like The Bachelor and stuff like that. That's reality shows.
Yeah, okay,
It's not a game show. My number 5 is a show that featured on Channel V. It doesn't feature anymore. It's called Taken Out. Did you ever see this show?
No.
Basically, the concept, I hated the host. I think he was just an absolute douchebag. But most of the people that host on music channels are douchebags.
Most people that host game shows are douche nozzles.
This guy was just worse. Okay.
Alright.
I like John Burgess.
Yes, I like Berto. I like Berto.
So basically the concept is there's about, I'm not sure exactly how many, but I'd say 20 girls or 20 guys, depending on who is the contestant. If it's a female contestant, they're all guys, vice versa. And they come out and throughout the show, they play videos discussing or explaining things about the person.
Yep.
And the girls or the guys hit their light if they want them to stay, if they want to stay in the game.
In the game.
If they don't hit the light, then the light goes out and they're gone. And it gets after like 3 rounds.
So it's like reverse. Like normally it's the person picking from like 3 or 4 girls, but this time it's them picking.
But then what happens is after I think it's 2 videos that are presented by the contestant, and then the last one's by their friend telling them the secrets about the person or whatever.
Yeah.
And then whoever is remaining after that, if there are any, they would then he has to pick 3 of them, his 3 favorites. They will then come in front of them, and then they have to explain why he should pick them and take them on a date, and then he picks one of them.
Okay.
It was an awesome show. And now, right, get this, my nan goes, can you put my show on for me the other night? And I said, what's your show? She goes, on SBS, and I'm expecting like Inspector Rex or something.
Yeah.
It's the Japanese equivalent of that show. So, I was like, Nan, are you serious? She's like, no, it's great because they're all just idiots. I'm like, okay, fine with me.
Good,
So Taken Out is my number 5. It's so ridiculous that it's good.
That is the one thing that I am upset that I don't have more of on my list, and that's Japanese game shows, just because I'm not familiar with enough of them.
I was going to put I won't say it yet. We'll discuss it later.
Alright. My number 5 is a hit in the nostalgia pants. It is amazing.
Oh, I didn't put that in the list because I didn't think, in spite of me.
No, never. Amazing was great.
Do you know what I did the other day?
Yeah.
So I was going through my list, what I'm going to put on there. I downloaded every possible amazing video off of YouTube. I was watching it here. Nicola had never seen it before.
It's so good.
And she's like, I don't get what she hadn't, before she watched it, she's like, I don't get it. Like, what's so good about it? I put it on. And she's like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, literally amazing.
So what it is, it's 2 schools go up against each other over the entire week.
Which is a great concept.
Yeah, because the scores carry over. And what happens is you get 90 seconds to answer a question. You answer the question, then you need to run out onto a giant keyboard, and there's 2 kids, and they've got to spell out the answer as well.
So you get 90 seconds, but however quickly, so it counts down. So
it counts down. You get 90 seconds, it counts
how
down.
long you have.
And then when you spell out the word that it was correctly, the time left is how many points you get. And then whoever's got the most points, then they have to go in, and the one I was watching, it changed from time to time. Sometimes they had to play Nintendo and stuff.
Yeah,
but the one I was watching, they had to go find the keys.
But they get the most. They get, say it's 62 seconds, right?
Yeah,
they get 62 points. But that also means that they get 62 seconds in the maze to find the letters of that word.
Yes.
So that's how it works as well.
Yeah.
And they do that twice. So there's 2 contestants per team.
Yeah. And then they go, and then the winning team, they went in, and they were in the one I was watching. They had to find the keys. You know,
That's the last one.
Yeah, the last one.
Did you get the special
you
one?
Find the key, you get the special one, and the prize for the special one was a Game Boy Color.
How good is that?
It's just a great show.
It's just the best part about it was though, I'm watching it now, and some kids, it's like, do you not know what the word fucking shark starts with?
Yeah.
It's like S, not W.
The one I was doing is like the word was karate, so they've got the K-A-R, and then they're just stuck, and he's going karate, karate.
Oh, I can't, because I'm hoping to get James Sherry into the Toronto studio to do an audio commentary of an episode of Amazing.
Oh, it'd be so good.
Oh, I know, right?
Right now, I was thinking, you're a fucking idiot.
But if you look closely, there's a little black button up the top right-hand corner of each letter. That's what they're supposed to stand on, not the
And
letter.
they're just standing
they're
on the
standing on
letter.
and he's like, hit the button, hit the button. And they're like, I am. He's like, the button.
The only thing that upset me about the show was that my school was never part of it.
All Sydney shows, I think, or Brisbane. Wasn't our state, but like, I think it was every kid's dream to be on Amazing.
Yes.
Like, it's still my dream to someday get to go through a replica of that maze.
Yeah, I'll find those keys.
We should. Fuck Torrent this. Let's just put our money together and build the Amazing maze.
Not do anything with it. We'll just go through it on weekends.
So that's a really good option.
Thank you.
Number 5, great show, amazing. And my number 5 was Taken Out. My number 4, you right?
Yeah, I just like, it's unsightly. What? Like that shit there.
I've got a little one.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I used to get a lot up here when I was playing guitar.
Yeah. I
Anyway.
just don't like them.
My number 4 is a show that, this is more of a nostalgia thing for me. It's a show that used to air every weekday at 4 o'clock when I was at high school, and my sister had also started, so it must have been like, what, 2008, 9-ish. We'd get off the bus, we'd race to my nan's place because we'd be picked up, and this show would always air at 4 o'clock. It's called Download. Do you remember Download?
No idea.
Fucking-
You're fucking going obscure today. I've never heard of these first two.
Really?
Yeah.
Download was really popular.
What was it about? Like, yeah, but I would never be home by 4. I had to go to Ocean
yeah.
Grove to get home.
Oh yeah, true. Basically, Download is a show where you have, well, it's the way it's situated on the screen is you've got the two people on the screen. Underneath them is a bar that is just say it's 10-letter word, so it'd be 10 letters across the bottom, and then the 10 spaces above it. Across the top, there's also 10 spaces. Now, what they'd do is they would say, you need to guess this main word to win the round. But what they do is they would say, just say one of the letters in the 10-letter word in the bottom was R. The R would pop up in the word that's at the top, and you'd have to guess what that word is to get the ability to be able to guess what the main word is. You understand?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So, like, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
it's just more of it reminded me of just, racing home from school to watch this show.
Yeah.
Similar to another show that's on my list.
Well, I'm terrible at Scrabble and Words with Friends, so I don't like shows like this because they make me feel stupid.
I like these shows because they would make me feel smart, because even though I wasn't smart, the kids that they would pick for these shows are fucking
We're even
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah. So Download is my number 4.
Cool. My number 4 is what you are in this partnership.
Which one? The Weakest Link.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that.
I don't know, it was solid. I like it.
I didn't even think of that show, but now that I...
The British one
yeah.
with the angry redhead. You
Yeah.
are the weakest link. Goodbye.
But she
was a
but
bitch.
they also picked an angry redhead for the Aussie version.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care.
You sure you're not thinking of the Aussie version?
I'm 100% not thinking.
Okay,
of
I
it.
think I know the British version.
Yeah. It was great. It's the one that the wrestlers have been on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just great. Like, you've got all these people around in a circle with this game master in the middle.
At least I didn't think
And then
of it.
she just eliminates a person each round. And it's not an elimination. Oh, you tried your best. See you later. It's like, no, you are the worst member of this team. Get out.
But does she pick it though? I thought they
Yeah, they pick
They-
it.
they get-
But she tells you first. She's like, your strongest link
Yeah.
was your weakest link was and then it goes, you've chosen to eliminate. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
How do
People
you,
got so angry.
how
too.
do you win that show? I can't remember.
Well, okay, so the way it worked is she'll go around, she asks everyone a question, and
Because they're all friends, are they not?
no, they're generally random people.
Oh, okay.
And on your turn, before she asks the question, you have the option to bank the money. So if you bank the money that's been earned at that point, that money gets saved, and then she asks you the question. If she asks you the question and you get it wrong, any money that hasn't been banked is lost.
What? But is there something that you lose for banking? Like,
No.
Why wouldn't you just say bank every time then?
Because the money multiplies the more questions in a row you've answered without banking.
Okay, that's the thing.
Yeah,
so
it's like
you're
it's
you're
in
losing
levels.
money. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
losing potential money. So like if you bank and then you get the question right, you'll get like $10 for getting it right. But depending on what level you are, you could have been at like the $300 level.
And you might be pissed off if like someone banks and you're like, we could have kept going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then equally, you'll be pissed if you've got a high chain going and someone doesn't bank and then they get the question wrong. Then all that money's gone.
Is the weakest link based off of how many questions you get wrong? Is that just what it's based on? Like are you the weakest
Yes,
link?
you're the weakest link if you answered the fewest
Okay.
questions right.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I just like it. It's a mean game show, and I like mean game shows.
I really should have thought about that for you.
Yeah.
But I looked up like top 50 game shows list.
Wasn't there?
It didn't appear.
I love the weakest link. That's a bad choice by that list.
Okay. So
Our list is better than that list.
your number 4 is better than mine, I feel. The weakest link and download.
Download.
Number 3. Do we get into the draw? Something
Sure.
different. Let's do it early.
Something different.
Something different. Facebook.com/torrentthis on Monday, or might have been Tuesday this week. It's like we put up what is your favourite game show of all time? Creature from the outside world. The winner of the $30 pop culture gift card this week is
Vinny O'Brien.
Vinny O'Brien. I believe it was his birthday this week too, so happy birthday, Mr. Vinny
Happy
O'Brien.
birthday. And his choice was Hot Streak, which I have not seen.
It was a show I remember being on, but I can't remember the concept. We'll have to Google it later on.
Yep.
But congratulations, Vinny O'Brien. You just won yourself a $30 pop culture gift card. Let's get into our number 3s.
Yes. Let's
Oh,
do
do you want to
that.
go through? We'll do that at the end. What everyone else thought as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That's fine.
Oh, fine. If you want to waste my motherfucking time.
Number 3, do you want me to do
Yeah,
you
jump
go.
into it.
My number 3 is, remember you were going through the list before?
Yeah.
And you said, who the fuck's this guy? And I said, it's Mike Whitney.
Okay, yep.
And he has Who Dares Wins.
Yeah.
It's called
so it's
one of the
Dares-
3.
Yep, no, I don't know what that show
Really?
is.
You don't remember that show?
Nope.
That show was great. It was like, say, mid to late 90s. Hosted by Mike Whitney and Tanya Zayeti, I think her name was.
I know that name.
Yeah, she was like the hot, like,
Yeah.
secondary girl on the show. Anyway, what they do is they would have heaps of mini games throughout the start of the show and always end with something big. Now, what he would do is the mini games consisted of him, say, going to a city and saying, all right, I'm going to try and get people to dip their heads into this barrel of mud and pull out an apple. And if they do so, I'll give them $50. And so it was just random people saying, he'd walk up to him and say, all right, I'm Mike British from Who Dares Wins. Are you willing to do this stupid thing for $50? And people would do it.
Yeah.
And if they fail, they get nothing.
Yeah.
So that was the mini games. And
Okay.
then every week, a friend would nominate their friend to have to do something that they're afraid of, like overcome one of their fears.
Yeah.
And if they can do it and do it successfully, they would win like a holiday to like Hawaii or something.
Yeah.
So it might be someone that's afraid of heights, has to tightrope across from building to building.
Ooh.
So it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome and you always felt bad for the people that sometimes they'd get up there and they'd be like ready to do it and they'd be like frozen. And they'd be like, I can't do it. And you're like, oh, I feel so bad for him now. They've gone through all this effort.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
halfway between the buildings and they're like, nah.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done.
I don't want a holiday. So like, but it was a great show. I always wanted to be on it, but I was the guy that was daring my friend to do it, not being dead.
Being dead yourself.
Because I'm
yeah.
a chicken shit.
Yeah.
What's something you would be afraid to do?
I don't like enclosed spaces.
Okay,
I'm
so
sure there's something they can do there.
they might make something you have to be buried in a coffin for an hour or something.
Oh, fucking no way.
Like that's the kind of thing they would do.
Okay, you know that scene? Have you seen the Alien movies?
Not all of them.
Okay, but like the first.
Mm.
Okay, so you know the one where the android is crawling through that little pipe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is horrifying. Like even the actor, like,
Having to be in that space.
oh no, I can't do it. That's so bad. I can't even think about it. Oh my god.
So that's what they would dare you to do.
Can you imagine getting stuck?
Yeah,
You're dead.
yeah.
Oh.
It's like people that go into like caves and stuff. They have to like, you're going in, and they go in not knowing whether they're going to be able to, because you can't go backwards.
Yeah.
So they're just going to hope that there's an entrance on the other side. Maniacs. So, I think a lot of people watching this will know what Who Dares Wins is. Hosted by Mike Whitney. It was a great show. They sometimes replay it over summer.
Your list is very Australian, I've noticed.
Are they all Australian?
All three of them so far.
I think I tried to stay Australian because some of our viewers might not have been aware.
Okay.
But
I'm like an international motherfucker.
yeah. But so Who Dares Wins is my number 3.
My number 3 is
Australian?
The Feud.
Family Feud.
Not the Australian
I've got
one.
Family Feud. Pick the
Okay.
Feud.
Did you put USA Family Feud?
I just put Family Feud in
Okay.
general as a game show.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you would like. Because sometimes they show clips on the Facebook and stuff of the black guy hosting.
Yes, that's why. He's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right?
The best host of all time, and it's so good because knowing a bit about him, he's very religious, right? And you know, America, they're very anti anything sexual on TV. So whenever someone says anything even remotely sexual, he loses his
I
mind.
love when they say something stupid and he goes.
He just looks at the camera.
He's like, I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, I thought of those videos. I thought Michael would love these.
I do.
That's why I put Family Feud on.
I do, and that was a good call.
Have you got
Yeah.
any of mine yet?
No,
I'm winning.
you're winning.
So far.
You are winning. But yeah, The Feud it's amazing. That's another show that I always want to be on. But the problem is, I would never go on there with my family. My family get dumb shit.
Yeah. Should we explain to people at home that don't know what Family Feud
Okay,
is?
so Family Feud is you've got two families against each other. One will be the...
Five people each.
Yeah, one will be the carryover champion and one will be the challenger. And what you do is 100 people in Australia are polled for these answers. So they'll ask a question and be like, what's something that you put in your mouth? And then it'll be like 100 Australians, out of 100 Australians polled, these are the top 7 answers.
Don't they ask the audience?
They could, I don't know.
But anyway, continue.
I think they might do in Australia, but they don't in America.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you go up and one family will win the buzz off. And then if they guess right, they can either be the first guessing team or the receiving team.
Pass it off.
Yeah, when the guessing team has got 3 strikes, they're out, it goes to the other team. All that other team has to do is get one of the remaining correct answers and they take all of the points. So it's very rare that you see a clean sweep.
Yeah.
So, being the receiver can be good, but by the time you're the receiver, all of the obvious answers are gone. So.
Sometimes it might be an answer that has like 2 people have said it and it's just so obscure.
Yeah, and it's like you'll never get that.
No.
Yeah. No, I love The Feud. The Feud is great. I wish I had a better family to go on there with it.
Does it have to be family?
I think you could, this is my uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I watched an
We should
episode
put the tone of this family on
Yeah,
there.
that'd be good. I watched the Australian version the other day at my nan's place, and right, because at the end we should explain the main game at the end.
Yeah, we
So
should,
they pick 2 people from the team, like 2 least weakest links.
Yeah.
2 best people.
And this is your big money round.
Yeah. So if you can get 200 points together, so
it's the same. So the winning team, it's the same premise. It'll have a bunch of different questions.
five
Different questions, and they've done the same thing. They've polled the audience or whoever for each one of these. And what you need to do is you need to guess it right there on the spot. You've only got 20 seconds for the whole 5. And they take your score and then they'll replace you with someone else who hasn't heard what you were saying. They'll do their 5. They can't pick the same one that you've picked. And if those 2 scores equal over 200, you win like 10 grand or something. If it doesn't, you get like $300.
you're gonna get 200 out of 500. Potential
Yeah,
500.
potential 500.
The other day I watched it right.
Well, you can't get a potential 500. You can only get a potential 200 because it's not 5 people answering.
There's 5 different questions.
Yeah, but
I never
only
looked at it, and that's wrong.
because there's no question that will have 100 points value to it. Because it's not just out of 2.
Oh yeah,
it's
so
out
yeah,
of-
yeah. So you get 200 points, right? Anyway, so the first dude got like 62.
Yeah,
Next chick came in, got like 150 points herself.
that's good. She's good.
Yeah.
She's-
One of the things was, what's a food that you put in Chinese food?
Rice.
What's an ingredient you put in Chinese food? No, you know what she said?
What?
Fucking bok choy, number 1 answer. Bok choy. I was like, oh, she's fucked it up. Should have said rice.
Yeah,
Fucking nailed it.
that's
Bok
weird.
choy.
That's
What?
Cheating.
It was like 48. Bok choy.
Bok choy. What about rice?
I know.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck? And then it was things in the courtroom.
A judge.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So so she got 150. I couldn't believe it. She only got 200 points by herself.
That's good.
I know. I was like, I want to marry this girl. Don't
Yeah.
watch me for it. But anyway, so Family Feud, great option.
Thank you.
And my number 3 was Who Dares Wins. Number 2.
My number 2, and I have to make a confession here.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure I remember how this game works.
Okay. Okay.
Burjo's catchphrase.
Great show.
Great show.
Didn't put it on your list though.
So I feel like there's 3 contestants,
I think it was 3, yeah.
right? They get asked a question, they buzz in, they answer the question.
No.
No?
The way it would work is, I believe the 3 contestants is there's a big screen.
Yeah, I know that part. Yeah.
So what was the question part there?
Well, how do they reveal new squares on the board? I thought they did that by answering a question.
No, because they would have to. Oh, maybe, possibly, but I just know that the
And then a square would be revealed, and then they have to try and guess what the catchphrase is based off what they can see.
on the screen.
Yeah,
I-
that's the main part of the game.
that's the part
I
I
can't remember how they reveal the squares.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember how they do that. Maybe it's just like they press a buzzer to stop it when the light's on it, and it stops the one of
Possibly.
their choice.
I'm not too sure, but anyway, it was a great show. Burjo's
Yeah.
a great host.
Yeah, and some of the squares were like they had like bonus stuff on the other side. Like, oh, for revealing this square, you get a TV and stuff like that. And then you would look at the picture, and obviously I think the grid was like there were 9 or 12 squares. So the first few turns, you've only got a very, very tiny piece of the picture.
That's right, because it reveals the.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to guess what the phrase is based off the picture. So the picture may be 2 birds standing next to a boulder, and then the phrase might be kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then like you've got to try and figure that out, as quick as possible. Like you want to figure it out with the least squares revealed.
You keep spinning, but like every time someone has a spin, a letter is being revealed.
Yes,
so it's
exactly.
like, do I keep spinning and risk the chance of losing my turn, or do I
answer it now? Exactly. Yeah. And I really like Burjo was just a great host. He really was.
We should interview him.
I'd interview his pants off.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so good option. I didn't put it on the list, but I'm glad you picked a show like that.
Thank you.
I'm kind of disappointed because it means my top 2 aren't your top 2.
Okay.
And I feel like, oh no, I'm a bit concerned now. Well, I think I'll get you number 1.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is a show that is also better in the US than it is in Australia, but it's still great no matter where it is. The Price is Right.
I'm not getting anything on your list today.
Really?
No, no.
The Price is Right is amazing, man. I thought you would have had The Price is Right.
I don't like The Price is Right.
How?
Drew Carey's...
Who?
Drew Carey's like...
No. Oh yeah, but I mean the Bob Barker version.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Drew Carey's really skinny now too. Anyway, how can you not like The Price is Right? The way it just starts off and they run down and the audience are all excited and they're all like shaking hands and... How do you not like it?
Like, I like the idea. Okay. So the first game, if that was the entire game, I'd be cool with that. Like the guessing prices thing.
Really?
I would watch
what do you like about the other ones?
Oh, spin a wheel.
Yeah.
Shit.
But it's
like
it's not shit.
There's no game to it. It's like spin a wheel, see what you get.
Yeah, but it's like I feel it's the idiots out there need some show they can win money on because every other show they need to know shit.
Yeah.
This one they just need to be able to spin a wheel and hope that they land on something good. Or it's like guess how much this oven is worth or this teapot.
Yeah, I like that part when it's the 3 of them combined
some-
and they're bidding against each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then there'll be one guy who goes, I think that TV's worth $150, and someone else will be like, I think that TV's worth $100, and then the last guy like, I think that TV's worth $150 and 1 cent.
Yeah. Just to piss them off.
Yeah, it's Price is Right rule. That's the best. But there's not enough of that.
I love The Price is Right.
Yeah, I'm not judging you for
Like the mega showcase at the end, they win so much.
it. Good for them. They're idiots.
I can't believe you don't like The Price is Right.
No, I don't. I would rather watch my number 1 than that.
I have a feeling-
Obviously.
I reckon I know what your number 1 is. I've got it wrong. Alright, so my number 2 was Price is Right, and your number 2 was Burjo's Catchphrase. Alright, number 1s. Now, I had my theory. I thought your number 1's going to be one of 2 shows.
Yep.
And it's clearly not now because we've revealed what your number 2 is.
Okay.
And I know what your number 1 is going to be. I've got it on your list, but not as number 1.
What did you think my number 1 was going to be?
Gladiators.
Okay. No.
Now, I know now that your number 1 is Jeopardy.
It is!
Damn it! Damn it! Shit! Seriously, I thought, nah, because Gladiators had Matt Morgan on it, he's going to put Gladiators.
No, not Gladiators.
I had Jeopardy as number one, I moved it down. Idiot.
Yeah, my favourite game shows, I think, as you can tell from this list, are trivia game shows.
Require intelligent people.
Yeah, I love games. Jeopardy, Alex Trebek is a boss. Let's just start
Do you know how I knew? Because remember that time we used to do the show on the radio station, and you had your little segment, and you were like the host of Jeopardy, and you had your Jeopardy music.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just like it. So the way Jeopardy works is there's 3 contestants, and there's a big board. So on one side of the board, you've got dollar value amounts, and those value amounts get higher as they go down. And on the top, you've got subjects. So say it's like, I'll take wrestling for 200. That's going to be a really easy question. It's going to be something like, the purveyor of Hulkamania, who am I? And then you'd be like, who is Hulk Hogan? And then that's correct.
It's like that.
Who is Hulk Hogan? And then, but then say something like WWE for 1200, maybe, in 1968, this man won the WWE World Championship. And then it becomes, it's like, well, fuck, I don't know who the fuck that is. So the higher value amount, the questions are a lot more difficult. And it's just fun watching this show going, how far down these topics would I be able to make it if I was playing? And then at the end, of course, all of the entire show is invalidated at the end, where you can bet any amount of money on the last answer. So if you're losing, you just go $500,000.
But if you're in negatives, does that mean you have to pay the show?
I hope not.
Because this is going to sound stupid, but once on The Simpsons,
they said they had to pay
it back. And I'm like, is that how it works then?
Well, you'd think maybe because if
is that their way of stopping people from doing what you just said?
I was going to say, because if that's not the way it works, why wouldn't you just put infinite money on the last answer every time? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Maybe you get an appearance fee, and anything negative they take out of your appearance fee.
Possibly.
Like how Judge Judy works. Like Judge Judy, both parties start with a $5,000 appearance fee.
Really?
Yeah, and then if anyone is awarded money, it comes out of the appearance fee first.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, Jeopardy, number 1 greatest game show of all time.
Do you think Jeopardy is the show that requires the most intelligent people to be on it to win?
Yes, 100%. Intelligence can be measured in different ways. This requires... You need to know a lot about a lot of things. You can't be an expert in any one area. You just have to have really good general knowledge about everything.
Sometimes I know shit and you think, how did you know that?
How do you know that? I know.
Well, what would possess you to look that up and learn it?
Yeah, some of these people are just amazingly intelligent. And yeah, I just like watching the show and being like, oh, I got to 600 on this topic. I'm a genius!
What would happen if they put $1 million on that last question and they got it right? Would they have to pay them $1 million, or is there a limit?
Maybe there's got to be a limit.
Because otherwise it'd be like $10
billion.
Yeah. It makes like...
There has to be a limit. Someone should look it up and tell us if there's a limit.
Tell us, comment below and tell us what the limit is for Jeopardy. My number 1.
Should I guess it?
Stark contrast.
I have your number 1 as amazing.
Yeah, you got it.
2 points, I win!
Draw.
No.
I got Family Feud.
Yeah, it's 1 point.
Jeopardy.
Fuck. Oh, shit. Draws are the worst.
Rock off for the victory now.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No. Rock, paper, scissors, bang.
Rock, paper, scissors, bang.
Who
does that?
So you're going on the third one? All right.
Oh, no, that's
so
fine.
on scissors then.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. Okay, fine. We'll do the bang.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, bang.
Yes! Damn it! So, my number 1 is Amazing. We've already gone through Amazing, but we'll just go through it again.
Yep.
Great show. It's just...
You probably remember more about it
It
than I
is the
do.
epitome of Australian kids game shows.
It is.
There will never be a show as good as Amazing for kids game shows.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a show worldwide kids game show that I've seen that matches it. The only thing that comes close was a show that used to appear on... I think it aired on Nickelodeon in America, but it aired on Fox Kids here, I think. It was called Legends of the Hidden Temple.
There's another kid show called Where in the World is San Diego.
I never watched that one.
That was
good?
really good, yeah.
But Legends of the Hidden Temple was also similar, where they have to go through like a maze thing and
Yeah.
stuff, blah, blah, blah. But Amazing. It's just that. It's amazing.
When did they play the Nintendo? Because the episode I watched last night, they didn't play Nintendo.
What were they playing?
They just didn't play any Nintendo.
No. At the end.
Yeah.
It's before the last one. Nintendo's always Nintendo.
That's what I thought too.
Maybe they cut it out.
Maybe it was cut
it's
out.
always the 2 word rounds,
Yep.
then the Nintendo.
Okay. See, I always wanted to go on it because I knew I would destroy that round.
But see, that it was weird though. So like for Mario Kart, it wasn't if you won the race. It was
Yeah.
like whoever had the most coins at the end.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
could have collected 20 coins, got hit and lost all your coins, and then you lose. So I felt with that round it should have been who wins the race.
Who wins the race? Yeah, definitely.
That just seemed like an easy concept. But things like Donkey Kong, they played Donkey Kong
Yep.
first, and most bananas. Super Mario World, who has the most coins, I think it was. Stuff like
Which
that.
is dumb, because I can finish the entire game of Mario in the time it would take these kids to finish the first level.
That's so bad.
And that should give me more points.
Yeah. It's... How many shows have Game Boys, Super Nintendos involved, giant keyboards?
None!
Like, it's so fucking good. Like,
Someone should bring that show back.
James Sherry's trying to, and they're not listening to him. He's actually started to bring back Amazing petition, and they're just like, nah. Like, you watch the kids...
What show wouldn't pick that up? We should pick that up for the network.
I know, right?
What do we have to give them if they win?
Game Boy.
That's not that much. I can give them I'll buy the Game Boys. You build the set.
Well, that would be incredible.
Let's just do it.
Can you
Let's do
imagine
it.
if we brought back Amazing, and we got James Sherry to host it?
Let's do it. Let's go buy, like...
You know what we do? We bring back Amazing for the people who are now our age who always wish they were on Amazing.
and we do Amazing for adults.
Yes.
James Sherry probably has all the props and stuff still. We can use the old set. He probably has it.
It's like, can you imagine how good that would be? It's like in his house. He's just got the whole...
Yeah. He definitely has.
Well, he'd know the schematics of it anyway.
Let's just go get like an old rundown shed
Why don't we just
somewhere.
hire out like Rugrats Retreat and just use that as the maze?
You can use that as a maze, but you need all the other stuff too.
You just kind of, they can just use an actual laptop.
I'm sure he... No. We're bringing it back!
So, it's worthy of being number 1.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
surprised you even had it at all,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that you had it.
Yeah.
It deserved a spot on the list.
It did, and it has 2 of them.
It does.
Yeah.
So, Amazing is my number 1. Let's get into what we thought each other had just quickly.
Cool. I thought you would have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because everyone loves Eddie Maguire.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of the guy that wins it? It's fucking amazing. On YouTube, right? A guy...
Is it the one where he uses his phone a friend to call his mum and say, Mum, I just want to let you know,
I'm gonna
Dad
win."
just won $1 million.
Yeah. Calls his dad, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, I was calling to let you know, I don't need you, but I'm going to win $1 million.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. It's so good.
I thought you'd have The Wheel
Wheel of Fortune.
of Fortune. I thought you'd have Deal or No Deal.
I've never liked that concept.
Okay,
No,
alright.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have Family Feud.
I almost put it on there.
And I thought you'd have Amazing as your number 1.
My number 6 would have been Wheel of Fortune, I think.
My number 6 would have been Wipeout.
This is what I was going to put. This is what I was going to say at the start of the episode. I almost put MXC on for you.
Is that like Takeshi's Castle?
It's Takeshi's Castle, but it's when the Americans would overdub and put it on like MTV. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So it's the American re.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they'd say like I'm a virgin or something.
Yeah,
you know, like,
yeah,
put
yeah,
their arms up,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So I always put that on your list.
Yeah.
But I know you like shows where people are getting embarrassed.
Yes, but that's like I know they're game shows, but like when I'm like I'm gonna sit down and watch a game show, I don't think I'm gonna watch Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So and that was all number 5, was it?
Yep.
I thought you were going to have 2 to 5 in no particular order. Family Feud,
Yes, which I had.
Jeopardy,
Which I had.
Price is Right,
No, I hate it.
The Amazing Race.
Yeah, that stretched it a bit for me. I would put that more in the reality show.
I almost put Survivor on for you as well.
Yeah, again, I would put that more in the thingo.
And your number 1 was Gladiators.
Gladiators.
I used to love
I like the
Gladiators.
most recent Gladiators where if you won Gladiators, you became a gladiator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was kind of cool. But I think it only ran for 2 seasons.
Okay.
That was the one that was hosted by
Hulk
Hulk Hogan. Oh,
You're going to see him this year.
I am. We're going to have lunch.
You and Hogan.
Me and Hogan. What's going to happen is
Make sure you bring the podcast material.
I'm gonna be at the gym and Hogan's gonna be at the gym and everyone's gonna be going, oh, Mr. Hogan, but I'm not. And then when I leave, I'm like, oh, by the way, I didn't want to interrupt your workout. I just wanted to say hi and blah blah blah. It's like, let's go get some lunch, brother.
What do you reckon Hulk Hogan would eat for lunch?
Like fucking just 1,000 egg whites. Like they'd bring it out into, this looks like 99 egg whites, brother. I asked for 1,000. And then they'd be like, we thought you were spouting hyperbole. The Hulkster doesn't know what hyperbole is.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
So good episode. We're going to go through these lists.
I mean, if you want to. I feel like that makes the video really long.
That's fun.
Hey, where are you going to put them? You can't put them in the middle.
What in the middle?
Like this. Are you going to put like right at the end?
Yes.
So people can like turn off if they don't want
Yes.
to? Okay.
So thanks for watching. If you don't want your name here, if your name was read out, turn off now.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/torrentlist. Thanks for watching. Any final words for those people?
Have a Merry Christmas and don't get pregnant.
Now, people have commented. Craig Rowland says amazing. Good option.
Todd Murphy said, don't forget your toothbrush.
Adam Hellman says sale of the century.
Adam Hellman? Why is that name familiar?
Went to
Were you
school
in
with him.
school with him?
Yeah.
I always thought he was going to kill someone. Testy Pietro says Family Feud.
Joshua Pert says catchphrase. Burjo's catchphrase.
Yep. Misty Wells says Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Lorraine Stansky. She says blankety blanks. Old show Graham Kennedy.
Yep. Cleo Sid says Sale of the Century.
Amy Croxford says it's a knockout.
Tatey Cake with the impressive Walking Dead wall says Supermarket Sweep.
Don't know that show. Kylie Cuppin says Family Feud.
Ricky Ward says Wheel of Fortune.
Dallas Johnson says knockout. Maybe it's a knockout.
Carol White says Shafted. I'm not familiar with that.
Bryce Flannery says Double Dare. And I didn't know that show, but apparently it was a kids' game show on Nickelodeon.
Richard Kluger says Sale of the Century.
Janet Ray Sweeney says Janet Ray Sweeney.
I fucked that one up. Sorry. Nicole Gertner says Blankety Blanks.
Max Blake says amazing.
Paul Dowie says Hot Streak.
Sam Chadwick says sale of the century.
Mary Bladen says The Price is Right.
Kellyanne Leddy, I think I can't really read it, says Family Feud.
And finally, James Pizza says Sale of the Century. I may have written his name wrong.
Okay then. So thanks to everyone that commented. We appreciate the support. Thanks for watching as well. Facebook.com/torrentlist. Like us if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Michael, any final words for these people?
Have a happy Easter and don't get pregnant. Hey guys, Dando told me to make a video for people that want to see more, and I know what he means. You mean like this? Is that what you want? You want to see some more? Here we go. It's coming off.
What are you doing?
What? You told me to make a video for people that want more.
More videos.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
I thought you meant more of me. Just all right. Hold on. I've got it. Hi guys. Just more videos right here. Click this box here. There's another box there. You can click some more videos and make sure you like and subscribe. Like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you delete the other stuff?
Fuck no.